What's going on YouTube? Coach Gar here bringing you another video. Now this one is on page 7 of your notes, so I hope you enjoy. So the success criteria is you'll be successful when you can find the area when there are inscribed shapes. So inscribed is it's inside of another shape. And the learning target is G-C 1.3, prove properties of angles for a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle. Okay, so we are on page 7, number 21. It's saying in the diagram, square ABCD is overlapped by the circle with the diameter of AD. The side lengths of the square are 12 units. Find the area of the shaded region. So with this one, they tell us that each side of the square is supposed to be 12. So each side is 12 units. So that's what I just labeled. Now, they told us that AD is the diameter. So if I want to find the radius, that would be half of that. So the radius of this circle would be 6. Now, the angle, because the only part of the circle that's actually in this square that matters to us is only half of it. So that means that this angle would be 180 degrees. So in order to find the area of the shaded region, we need to find the area of both that half circle and the full square. So first, the area of a square. So if you want to find the area of a square, you need to do base times height. So in a square, both the base and the height are the same. So I would have 12 times 12. And that would get me 144 units squared. So that's the area of the entire square. Next, we want to find the area of the sector. So sector is a part of a circle. So the equation for that is the angle times pi r squared all over 360. So if I'm going to do that, instead of the degree, I would now have 180. So 180 times pi. And the radius we found to be 6, so times 6 squared all over 360. So I would have 180 times pi times 36, because that's what 6 squared is, all over 360. When I multiply 180 and 36, I get 6,480 pi all over 360. So I'm just going to continue this up here. So 6,480 divided by 360 is 18. And I haven't taken out a pi, so 18 pi. So if I now do 18 times 3.14, which is the equivalent of pi, I get 56.52 units squared. So we have found the area of this half circle and the area of the full square. Since I have done that, now what I want to do is subtract the two numbers that I got. So I got 144 minus 56.52. When I do that, I get 87.48 units squared. All right, home skillets, the next one on here is number 22. And it's saying in the diagram, the D is equal to 18 and R is equal to 5. Find the area of the shaded region. So you have a circle inside of a circle, circumception. Now they tell me that the diameter is 18. So the full length from the big circle to the end of the other side would be 18. Now the radius, the one here that they gave us, is 5. So if the diameter is 18, then the full length of the radius from the middle to the bigger circle would have to be 9. The reason I get that is because 18 divided by 2 is 9, which means that this little portion here would be 4. Because if that's 5, this part would have to be 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of each circle. So if you don't remember the area of a circle, then it is A equals pi r squared. We don't use the angle because we're talking about the full thing. So if the full thing is 360, if I did 360 divided by 360, it cancels out. So that's why we just use this formula. So for the smaller circle, instead of r, we would want to use 5. Let me just, since I messed up, just rewrite it over there. So 5 squared. So when I square that, what I get is now 25 pi. So that would be the small circle. Now, the big circle is still going to use the same formula of the area equals pi r squared. But instead of r, what we would be using is the radius, which is 9. So if I square that, my area would be 81 pi. So using that, now that I have the area of both, what I want to do is subtract it, because I only care about the shaded portion. So I would have 81 pi minus 25 pi. When you subtract that, you get 56 pi. Now, instead of pi, what I'm going to do now is 56 times 3.14. And that would be 175.84 units squared. So that would be the area of the shaded portion. Thank you again for watching. That's the end of this video. Now, I've been noticing a lot of people have not actually been listening to what I've been saying. So the first person each period that yells out zippity-doo-dah gets a 5 points to any formative of their choosing.